identified they might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Trojans ready to kick it away first. Out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Inside, it's Richard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Throws it back. Snatches it on the right. It's a running room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Indiana!
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watch film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call. And kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
They got the big fellas out there. A three tight end look on 1st and 10. Miller with the ball. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bowman.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. He'll toss it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Direct snap. It's Jordan. He'll pitch it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Eagle, check, Eagle. Got him, hey, got him.
Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Richard. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Richard. He never had a chance, never came close to converting that 4th down. Great job by this defense.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. That is the freshman tight end who's still down on the field. We hope that's not too serious. Holly will keep an eye on him. And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. And some room to work. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He uncorks one deep. Upstairs to make the catch. Oh, he's got some space. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Jordan. Headed to the end zone. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Running inside, it's Beebe. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The play-action fake. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll keep it on the ground. Could be an alley. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
How about the left side of the line, getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Williams open on the right side. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Trojans have this offense rolling. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. He's got his man, makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Trojans in the hurry-up. From the red zone, it's Jordan. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Caught. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
And the Hoosiers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to take a shot. He's got it down the field. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's 3 throws on this drive and 3 completions and 3 first downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week, he said, hey, if my head coach would let me do it, I'd throw the ball 100 times a game. I wouldn't even run it because of how much I trust this quarterback to do the right thing. And that's exactly what's happening on this drive.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Touchdown, Indiana! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll return it. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Fires it down the seam. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working on the right. Turning it on. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to throw again. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You'd like to see this offensive line do a better job protecting their quarterback when he's in the pocket when they're in these empty sets. It's going to be a lot of man-on-man up front, and that time the defense won.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Throws it back. Bringing the heat. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Here's the pressure. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Here comes the heat. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. The give is to Miller. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. It's Jordan. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws to the back. And the missed connection on third down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
He'll start this drive going to the air. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, the 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. That's caught. It's Marsh. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Looking for a man, it's Hoover. Time to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. He gets the pick, but not the pick six, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's Texas A&M looking to make it 9 for 10 here this season. This team knows exactly who they are. They've taken on the identity of that head coach, and they are a serious contender.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On target over the middle. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And
he's got it way down the field. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time. And the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Might as well stick with him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Fires to the big fella. He's inside the 15. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
They want to throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He splits the uprights. And they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. And after that last field goal, they start this third quarter finding themselves playing from behind. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Upstairs, he's got it. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Here's a heat. And here's the third interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Looking for space, it's Wormley. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Looking to throw for it. Lets it go. Working the middle. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Going to the run, it's Alston. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that will be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Makes the grab. It's Beebe. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle to give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not...
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Quick toss. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Unloads to the right. Caught by Williams on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Jordan. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. There's some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. Great job by the back on the option. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Making side adjustments here. Rush is on him. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. On the move, it's Jordan. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. The give as they work on that clock. Might have a chance. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Touchdown USC! And the route is on. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take care of the ball. Got it in the middle, it's shot. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Preston. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
It's complete to the right. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding.
Brings it down on the right side. Off and running. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
and a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now on the move. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. He'll pull it on the read. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Pass to 50. The 30. He's at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll be dragged down, but not before he's put the finishing touches on a win for his team. Using his legs, it's Jordan. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.